12 plate Kawasaki Z1000SX. It's done 24,017 miles. It's come back into us in part exchange. The customer had it from us for around about 2.5 years, give or take. Bike's tidy overall. There are a couple of marks on it which I'll show you as I go around. There's a couple of nice modifications too. So we've got a power bond screen. There's no damage on the screen. Obviously we've got the odd mark in a few places just from where it's been washed and used. There's not actually any damage at all to the screen. On the front of the bike, all the plastic panels in good condition. You've got a couple of little stone chips in places, but nothing significant at all. On the end of that mirror, which you've got a little bit of paint chipped off. And the same there, tiny bit of oxidisation underneath the paint. Headlights are in good condition again, a couple of stone chips in places. And the same there. Mudguard is fine. Front tyres in excellent condition. That's not been on there very long at all. And the bottom of the fork legs, just got wear and tear marks. Rims in decent condition, so is the brake disc. And then you can see on the radiator, obviously you can see signs of use, but there's no holes, there's no damage other than the sort of marks you're going to get in use generally. Headers look in decent condition. Obviously you can see on the front of the engine, there are signs of use. Into the mirror, we've got a tiny little scratch there. A couple of very, very light surface marks. Mirror itself is completely secure. And then there are a couple of very, very, very light marks on the mirror. You can still see the reflection perfectly well. We've got these green anodized rich adjustable levers, and then the flip up sort. So if you did ever drop the bike on its side, the idea is it flips up rather than braking. No damage on the end of that, no mark on the end. That looks as if that has been painted at some point. Cockpit's in decent condition. We've got Oxford heated grips. They do look used. And the heated grip control unit, the front fascia has come off, but actually it still works. So they come on and they go up for the cycles as they're meant to, so they are functioning. Top of the tank's in decent condition. There's a sticker there, so stickers like that we don't take off. We don't know what's underneath it, we didn't put it there. We've got a tank pad, and then on the tank there we've got a couple of little scratches. There's no dents, no big scuffs. This panel's in decent condition, got a little mark there. And we've got some stone chipping down the bottom. A couple of little marks on the engine case, little mark there, and then the exhaust shield is just a couple of stone chips and general marks like that. We've got aftermarket Sergeant comfort seats, which are in, again, they are used but they're in nice condition, and no damage on the back. On the heel plates, obviously you've got rubs from use, and then we've got a little bit of paint just coming off on the rear foot peg hangers. Zero blobbies there, there's no signs of that being down, and there's no marks on the end of the foot peg. Rear brake pedal looks nice and straight. A little bit of rubber perishing around the SP Engineering exhaust, but there's no marks, no scuffs, no sign that's ever been down. Again, signs are used around here, so the rear brake caliper stay, a little bit of surface rust just coming through in places. Same with around the rear brake disc. And then the rear wheel itself, not quite as clean as the front. It's not bad, it's not really chipped, it's not corroded or anything like that, but just the paint's not as good as on the front. Got a tail tidy on here. Rear tyre's really good. Loads of tread left on that. It's got its shape. No problem with the rear lights. And then exactly the same around here. There's no damage to the SP Engineering carbon fibre exhaust, but we've got a little bit of rubber perishing. And again, that chain's got life left, but it is used. This is exactly the same as the other side. So we've got a little bit of paint thinning on the rear foot peg hangers, and we've got paint rubbed off on the heel plates themselves. No damage on this side of the tank, no scratches or anything. And again, a couple of marks on the engine case, but I can't see anything on the bodywork on this side. Still got some stone chips. But there's no scuffing. On the other side there's a scuff just there. And there's a tiny mark on the end of the mirror. And again a couple of tiny marks on the mirror glass. So it's in our showroom. You can see it between 9 and 5 Tuesday to Saturday. And if you've got any questions, give us a call.